What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. As always, I am the Fast Talking Gamer. Today, I have something for you, for more you Yu-Gi-Oh players out there. Now, for me, Yu-Gi-Oh, I've been playing for a couple years now, and I've been playing basically the same deck over and over again. I got a few on this thing here, but I want to show you one in particular, and that is the deck of Chaos Dragons. Chaos Dragons I've been playing for about 3 years now, I want to say. Back in 2012 when I started playing, so maybe about 4 years actually. 3 or 4 years, we'll say. So I've changed it up drastically from what it used to be to what I have now. This is more a Chaos Synchro. Now, there probably is better decks out there than what I have for Chaos Dragons, but it's one I like the most. So we're going to head over here to Deck Edit, and this is my Chaos Dragons deck. Alrighty, so we're going to start off with kind of the main focus of the deck. Obviously, you want to go with this for Chaos stuff. So, we have one Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. The reason for that is, obviously, you guys know the combo of Red Eyes and Light Pulsar. Then we have one BLS, one Dark Armed, one Gores. I run one of each of these. I find it's a good match. Obviously, these three have to be one because they are limited. And I also run one Galaxy Serpent. As you'll see with Galaxy Serpent, he's not meant really to do much. He's more meant as a dragon type, just to come back with Red Eyes or something for tribute fodder or something. That's mainly what I'm using for. Then we run 3 Light Pulsar Dragons. I mean, that's like your main staple of the deck is the Light Pulsar Red Eyes combo, where Red Eyes is in grave, Light Pulsar goes there from field to grave, and out comes Red Eyes bring a Light Pulsar back. And that is how the deck mainly runs. No, one card I used to run it 2, but I dropped down to 1, is Prime Material Dragon. A lot of people have told me never to run this card for some damn reason, but every time I've gone to locals, even regionals, and even played against friends, Prime Material is what saves my ass. So what Prime Material does is any effect that would inflict damage to a player increases their life points by the same amount instead. So nice thing about that is my deck doesn't do any effect damage. My deck is more just get out there and run through them, obviously. But if you run into the magic cylinders, you run into the things that are going to hurt you and with effect damage, they're helping you because you're gaining those life points. Now his other effect that a lot of people don't know that he has is during either player's turn, when an effect is activated that would destroy a monster or monsters on the field, you can send one card from your hand to the graveyard, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. This is a fantastic card, because if you run into, like, let's say, someone throws Regeki, someone hits you with Dark Hole, someone hits you with Black Rose, and you have cards in your hand, no matter how much they try to pop the field, as long as you have cards in your hand, you can keep throwing them, negating, and destroying. You can just keep doing it. Plus, he's a light, so he works with Honest, so people have to watch out for the Honest coming at you when he's on the field. That's why I run Prime Material. He has won me so many games in the past. Then, I run one Chaos Sorcerer. I only run one of him, even though he's at 3. I find 3 would be a little too much, because I run into an issue to where I run out of a balance of light and darks. I do have to fix that a little bit, and I will in the future. Alrighty, next, I run 2 Dark Flare Dragons. Now, Dark Flare, obviously you run him because he is part of the Chaos Dragons, but I only run 2 because 3 felt a little too much. I didn't find myself using him that often. So with Dark Flare Dragon, the way you want to use him is you can banish, well, obviously you can be special summoned by banishing a light and dark from your graveyard to special summon him from hand. But then his other effect is once per turn, I can send one Dragon-type monster from my hand and one Dragon-type monster from your deck to the graveyard, then target one card in either graveyard, banish that target. Nice thing about him is, say if you get him first turn of the game, you can get Eclipse Wyvern to grave, and then you can banish the Red Eyes, and you can banish Eclipse Wyvern, or at least you should be able to, and then Red Eyes comes to hand. With that, or if you're running into people who play Inzectors or something that bounces back from the grave and it's that one card that keeps annoying you, you quickly banish it. I run it at 2 because 3 is a little much. Next, I run 3 Raidens. I run him because he can mill up the 4, plus he's a 4-star tuner. That's basically the same thing. 2 Lilas to affect the back row, because I do not have much back row negation in this deck, so I wanted some more back row hate. I run 2 Eclipse Wyverns just to give me the chance to get Red Eyes or Dark Arm to hand. Dark Arm's nice for beginning of games, but end of games, he's not the greatest because he's hard to get out then. 2 Honests. You have to run 2 Honests in this deck. I mean, it's honest. He runs perfectly with all these decks. 1 Debris Dragon. This is one card I'm thinking about taking out, actually. He's an okay card, but this is... I don't see much use for him ever. I never really get to use him in the way I want to. So he's kind of a hit or miss card. 3 Luminas. I run 3 Luminas because their effect is so nice if I need a lot of mills or if I need to get tuners on the field. So I Lumina, summon Lumina, throw Lila, take Raiden, or throw Raiden, take Raiden. As long as you have another Lightsworn Engrave, you can use that effect. Or throw Lumina, take Lumina, then throw another Lumina and bring that one out, then throw another one, and then you have a full field of Lightsworns. And you can just mill like no other. So that's why I run those 3. Next, I run 2 Curry Bandits for the milling power. After that, I run 1 Necrogardna. I'm pretty sure I might bump it up to 2, and I might remove a Debris Dragon for that. Necrogardna is nice because 1, it's a dark, but 2, if someone attacks me, I can negate the attack by banishing him. He is a nice card just to kind of sit and wait on. After that, we have Card Trooper. I still run it because it still mills my 3, and that's basically all I really want, and I get a card when he's destroyed. That's kind of why I use him. He's just useful that way. Next, double Plague Spreaders. I run double Plague Spreaders because they are beautiful, beautiful synchro monsters, or tuner monsters for synchro stuff. I mean, you get Plague Spreader in hand, you summon Plague Spreader, you go into, let's see, you have Plague Spreader and Light Pulsar. You do Plague Spreader with Light Pulsar into an 8, and then you do from 8 to 10 after that if you want to. So there's that one. That's why I run those. I run 2 Battle Faders. I prefer Battle Faders over Gores, over Tragodia, mainly because it just ends the battle phase. As long as you don't negate his summons, you just end the battle phase and you can go do what you want to do. After that, 2 Veilers, because obviously 2 Veilers. 2 Solar Recharges. I might bump it up to 3, but 2 has been good enough for me for now. I've had a lot of situations too where I get Solar Recharge if I don't have a Lightsworn or vice versa. It's there just to have it, but it's not crucial. 1 Dark Hole, but I'll swap that out for a Regeki. The only reason I have it in here right now is just because I haven't gotten around to buying a Regeki in my actual deck. Because this deck is more one I have built in real life minus my extra. Next is 2 Monster Incarnations. I like this because if I have too many lights or too many darks, I can throw a light from the hand to balance that out, or throw a dark from the hand to balance that out and get what I need back. Like I can take Curry Bandit back, or I could take Illumina back, or I could take Red Eyes back, or BLS back. It's just a way to get those cards back that I might lose. 1 Foolish Burial, I use that so I can use it with either Light Pulsar, that's preferably Eclipse Wyvern, so I can banish Red Eyes. 2 Charge of the Light Brigades, because yes. 1 MST, just to have it, because most people do run back rows. 2 Breakthrough Skills, just for those pesky monsters that come on the field. And 1 Compulse. I run the Compulse because he's nice, because there are cards out there that say they can't be destroyed by card effects and stuff. Well, this just puts it back to the hand. It just gets rid of it. And if you get it first turn, it's basically like having a Palladius on the field, so they can't do anything. They summon one thing, you do it, you put it back, and it's over. Alrighty. So that is the main deck there. Obviously, there are some changes you guys are more than welcome to make. If you see any changes, give me some recommendations. Now on to the extra deck. I still need to change a few things up. I'm missing a card in there that I'm supposed to have. I want to change this up too, my XYZs. So 1 Trident Dragion. So he's a 10. The only way I can get him, that's why I only wanted 1, is because I can only use Galaxy Serpent. So more what I use it for is let's say if I have Red Eyes on the field, and I have you on the field, and I have Light Pulsar. If I can get Plague Spreader on the field, well, this is Engrave, I do Plague Spreader into any of my 8s, and then from there I can special summon Galaxy Serpent and go into Trident. Clear Wing Synchron Dragon, he's in there just to try to get him. He's nice because he's a built-in Fader, or he's a built-in Honest and a built-in Effect Veiler. I mean, he's freaking amazing. After that, we have 1 Red Dragon Archfiend for those pesky defense monsters. 1 Crimson Blader just to mess with people. 1 Scrap Dragon. 1 Michael Lightsworn Lord because he's awesome. 1 black rose, again, because he's a clearer. I was going to play this, but I'm actually going to get rid of him, and we are going to pop in Bezeal, because Bezeal is freaking amazing. Hit him here a second. 1 Cataster, because it's Cataster. I still run some old school cards. 1 Photon Strike Bouncer. 1 Wind Up Arsenal Zenmao. 1 Tyrus Keeper of Genesis. 1 Queen Dragon Jade Dragoon Dijin, which I actually might get rid of. 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Zenmains, and then obviously the one I just put in, Bezeal, King of Dark Dragons. He is beautiful because he cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects. So as long as he's not being banished or put back to hand, I am safe. Alright, now for the extra deck, or not the extra, the side deck. Moving on to the side deck. Now the side deck is a little bit different. This is a really old side deck that I need to fix. So 1 Prime Material, so if you run into a lot of people who play a lot of back row hate that pop everything, Prime Material is your man. 1 White Horn Dragon for those people that like to recycle their spell cards. Because what he does is when he is normal special, I select up to 5 spell cards from my opponent's graveyard and remove them from play. He gains 300 attack for each card removed from play by this effect. And he's already at 2200 and he's a 6-star, so he's pretty good. And he's a dark. The nice thing about that is he can gain 1500. He can go up to 3800 and just become a monster on the field. 1 Dark Flare. I just do that in case maybe I need him for some reason. Probably don't see this too often, but I played 2 Electric Viruses because I can take control of a machine or dragon type monster, which a lot of decks usually have 1 of each, as well as 2 Puppet Plants because I can take control of a warrior or spellcaster. So if someone throws out the BLS, I throw Puppet Plant my turn, take the BLS, use his effect to get banish something or to attack twice, and I can go from there. 2 Soul Releases for those pesky other decks that play off graveyard. I can just banish cards from the grave. A Dark Hole, 2 MSTs, and a Mirror Force. Mirror Force is for something that when people have a lot of shit, then they just keep coming at you. If they keep coming at you, start in the Mirror Force, and they'll never see it coming. So that is the deck of Chaos Dragons. I might show it off in action in some other video, but for now, I just wanted to show off a deck profile. So this is what I have. You're more than welcome to use it, to look at it, to tweak it any way you want. That's kind of what I did. 3 years ago, a buddy of mine built this for me, and then I just kept updating it as I needed to keep it competitive. I know for a fact it can beat Monarchs, because a buddy of mine plays Monarchs before they got hits, and I was able to beat him 2-0, and he knows Monarchs pretty well. So thank you all for watching this actual Yu-Gi-Oh profile. There's not going to be too much of these on this channel, just every once in a while for a video for you guys. So if you don't like Yu-Gi-Oh that much, never fear, because there will be other games on my channel. So thank you all for watching. As always, I am the Fast Talking Gamer, saying have a great day.